Last week, I shared with you a billboard campaign that was launched by the London, Elgin, Middlesex Crime Stoppers Division in southwestern Ontario that was causing firearms owners across the country to be, pardon the pun, up in arms. And it was a billboard that stated, "Guns are the problem." They had pictured guns that aren't actually illegal firearms, and even though they had a caption on their Facebook page that said illegal firearms were the problem, the billboard was very clear. Guns are the problem. Needless to say, firearms owners in Canada, including myself, were quite upset that Crime Stoppers seems to be presenting this image that says guns. Not bad gun owners, not criminals, not gangsters, not other forms of violence are actually the problem. Well, I have a bit of a success story on this front, thanks to a lot of the pressure that many of you rebels launched towards Crime Stoppers in the wake of my last video. Crime Stoppers has decided to cover up the billboards. They've decided to pull the campaign, and it's in no small part, in fact, it's entirely due to the backlash they received. Crime Stoppers issued a statement last night that I wanted to read a little bit of. We have the full statement below the video at therebel.media. Here's what it says. "We reasonably believe that people would get the connection with Crime Stoppers, the third most widely used investigative tool after DNA and fingerprints, and the message. The intent was to have people anonymously call in tips on firearms that were not lawful. We have never and would never target law-abiding citizens, including licensed firearms owners. Why would we? That's not what the 38 programs in Ontario and over 100 across Canada do. It would be counterproductive to our role in fostering community safety, having people assist in reporting, reducing and preventing crime, and never having to testify in court. Nonetheless, the comments mounted to a point that we believe the original intent was lost. The negative impact far-reaching, and the decision to remove the billboards was made. We instructed the company to cover them as early as possible." The statement continues, "While we accept constructive criticism, and there were many cogent arguments to defend people's positions, there were also many that attacked the reputation and integrity of this volunteer board. Some were insulting and were removed. Every program has a volunteer board. There's no government funding at any level, and fundraising supports local programs to pay rewards, insurance, promotion, utility, and other costs. London, Elgin, Middlesex Crime Stoppers for 29 years has made a considerable contribution to community safety. The information given anonymously to Crime Stoppers and used by police, the Humane Society, Ministry of Natural Resources and Forests, Ministry of Finance, Insurance Bureau of Canada, and other enforcement agencies has resulted in over 4,000 arrests, 6,600 cases cleared, $88 million in drugs seized, over $600,000 in rewards paid, and the removal of many firearms used in crimes or unlawfully possessed." Later on in the letter, it says, "All of this is done with volunteers with the best intentions. It's unfortunate that there are other things currently happening related to firearms legislation, but the removal of crime and illegal firearms from our streets and encouraging public participation in this task is still and always will be a good idea." Now, it's not a complete victory in the sense that it doesn't sound like they actually realized that what they did was wrong. They're saying, well, just because everyone is so outraged at this, we'll do it. But it is a victory in the sense that this stigmatizing billboard, which is exactly what a statement like this does for gun owners, is coming down. The people aren't going to look and all of a sudden think that any gun is part of the problem when most law-abiding gun owners, in fact all law-abiding gun owners, would never hurt a fly and are actually more safe than anyone else in Canada. Police are performing background checks on PAL owners, possession and acquisition license holders, every single day. So I'm glad that Crime Stoppers is yanking the billboard campaign. This doesn't stop the fact that there is still a large portion of the population that believes all guns, regardless of the owner, are in fact the problem here. And I'm going to continue to campaign against those, and I hope you will as well. For therebel.media, I'm Andrew Lawton.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of The Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.